What's going on?
Radio, 10 o'clock. Radio, 10 o'clock. Radio, 10 o'clock. Radio. We get some tape, put it on your front door.
For what?
I don't know. What?
I didn't put any tape on your door.
Wintry mix of snow. 3 minutes to go. When you going ice fishing?
I went yesterday.
I thought you know. It's Democracy Day in Nepal, man.
I went to Otis Reservoir
Oh.
with Janet. It was cold as fuck up there. The wind was blowing. The wind was blowing. It would have been all right.
Well, wind usually blows on the top of a mountain and
Yeah, I know.
on the other side of a lake,
But it was all right though.
like at Kelly's. I was laying in Kelly's parking lot.
Yeah.
Or no, Brother Riley. Their parking lot when they had a motel, laying there in the middle of fucking winter under somebody's car trying to fix their. We're talking to the world right now.
I went ice fishing in front of Pantusic Lake a couple times with my cousin. On the backside of Narragansett Ave, yeah.
Whatever you're saying is going to the rest of the world.
I'm not saying nothing wrong.
National calendar, A Day. The problem.
It was pretty good up there. I think he was knowing to catch anything. I had
What'd you catch? All tires and stuff?
Huh? No.
Contest.
See the helicopter that in Hawaii?
Visit Don Ho's grave, man. I think he's dead.
Yeah. I think he passed away 10 years ago.
Hey, there's this big Hawaiian girl on the internet. She can dance pretty good, man. She's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Well, she can dance. She can shake it. Oh, man. Flux, flea market. Flea market's going on. VHF propagation. All right, time to read the stuff here. This net is dedicated to Billy Martin and Julia Child. Hey, I'm going to start a little early. If you don't like it, talk. This net is dedicated to Billy Martin and Julia Child. But anyway. Yeah, close enough. Does anyone need to use a repeater or need a signal report before I eat my Honey Nut Cheerios? Yeah, you don't have to be crazy, but it helps. Good morning. This is Cycle 1 of the ARRL, Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. This net beats daily at 10 a.m., 10:15 or so on Sunday on the Mount Greylock K1FF K146.91 162.2 toned repeater. If there's long lapses, it's because I'm drinking coffee. It's almost out. And sniffling. The heck's on my tongue. The purpose of this net is to handle any messages between and or among the cities and towns of Western Massachusetts and to provide liaison to the first region net that meets on a frequency of 3.948 megacycles at 13:45 and 15:30 local time. And yeah, I have the record on. This is a directed net, please do not break the net. Unless you have emergency or priority traffic, please do not leave the net without first informing net control whenever possible while I blow my nose. Okay, where was I here? When checking in, please go slowly because I'm old and my fingers are frozen. And your net control station today is November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, N1 QOV. My name is OV Oscar. Bravo India Echo. Currently, I am running commercial power. I have no traffic for the net at this time, and I am located in Pittsfield, Berkshire County, Commonwealth of Massachusetts. At this time, are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic? Go now. No station heard. Now looking for our first region liaison station or a bloody-headed chicken. Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie. Paul, please call with and list any traffic.
This is Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie, AB1TC. My name is Paul, and I'm running battery power. Good morning, Obi. Good morning to the rest of the net. I have no traffic to report for Western Mass from Region 1. Back to net control. K1FFK.
Okay, Paul. Sounds like your audio has increased to a reasonable level. Did you ever get that straightened out with a little help from your friend?
As a matter of fact, everything is set right on the other radio. I'm talking on my ICOM, my HF radio right now, and it didn't do any good. So I'm going to have to, I think I might do a system reset and see what happens. I even swapped the mics. No difference.
Yeah, let's all get new radios that we can't figure out. Then, well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, Paul. Anyway, this one sounds good. Let's see, where are we here? Net recognizes Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie Paul, battery power with no traffic from First Region for Western Massachusetts. Thank you, Paul. Okay, now looking for stations with traffic or announcements. Traffic or announcements. Anyone can generate formal traffic or bring announcements to the net. Traffic or announcements. Your call signs, please.
This is NYXBI, no traffic.
And that recognizes N1XBI, Ramon. Commercial power with no traffic or no announcements. What he's willing to do then that sometime soon. Okay. Where am I here? I'm confused. I'm in a state of confusion. It's right next to Wyoming. Now looking for stations with or without traffic. Anyone can. Where am I? Now looking for stations with or without traffic. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in the Western Mass Traffic Net. Any station, please check in now.
This is November 1, Mike Whiskey, Juliet Ellis, Battery, New Ashford, no traffic. 2ZVL Mobile. Let me see if I've got it. Seems like I do. This is November 2, Victor, Uniform N2VU, Donald in Queensbury, New York, 19 degrees. A little chilly. Commercial power, battery backup, no traffic, and I'll have a quick question for Paul after this N2VU out. This is Kilo Charlie 1, Delta Alpha X-Ray, Dave in Springfield. Commercial power, no traffic. Good morning, Obi. Good morning to the net.
Okay, we'll run down the list. Myself, commercial power, Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie Paul battery, N1XBI Ramon commercial, N1MWJ Ellis battery, K2ZVL van battery, N2VU Don commercial, NKC1DX Dave commercial. Let's see. Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie Paul, are you ready to answer questions?
I am ready.
Donald, your turn.
Thank you, sir. Very quick question. Can I guess that you're on a 706 Mark II G? Something Ray just think about the audio. It's good. Nice and clear, very punchy, very easy to hear even at low volume. Just curious on the radio, please. Over. Negative on the radio. This is an ICOM 7100. Okay, well, I lost, but either way, good audio. Thanks for coming back to me. I appreciate it. Back to net control and 2 video out. But I'll let you listen to my other one at the end of the net if you want. You can give me your prognosis. That's a ICOM. It's a Yaesu 7900. That's what I'm having audio trouble with. I'll be listening. A little bit short on time, but I'll listen for that and share my thoughts afterwards. I'll let Obi continue with the net so we don't hold up others. Back to Obi.
Okay, thanks, guys. And we keep the recording going after the net is formally over for reference. Okay, additional stations for the Western Mass Traffic Net. Your call signs, please.
There is. Whiskey Alpha 1, November Tango. The name is John, the QTH, Northampton Commercial. This is Whiskey Bravo 2 Tango, running commercial power.
Okay, might have had a double, recognizing WA1NTI Commercial, John, and Whiskey Bravo 2 Tango. I think it's Ray Commercial. Is there another station, or was that both John and Ray? Okay, whatever. Let's see here. Okay, all those not involved in traffic handling, of which there is none, as I go into the usual long, boring announcements. First of all, Skywarn spotter training. I haven't heard anything earlier, but anyway, Tuesday, April 26th, Blandford Town Hall in Blandford, Massachusetts. Skywarn spotter training. I guess they're still having problems with the 449-425 machine. Has a long hang time or something. Maybe not. I haven't been up there. Mima Races, first Monday of the month or second Monday if it's a holiday. This repeater, 1900, 7 p.m. Also on HF, Mima Races, 3933.930 at 1845, 7:45 p.m. While I'm thinking of it, K1 Triple T is doing a video, the CW, whatever it is, contest this weekend. You can get him, Google his call sign, Kilo 1 Tango Tango Tango, doing a video on Ustream. Newcomers Roundtable, first and third Monday, 7:30. This repeater, informal net, get together, rag chewing, whatever. All welcome. Still on my list, 10-meter rag chew thingy, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 0830. Frequency 28.450, but I think they're using 40, an extra portion, 7.170. 14703 in Pittsfield is still operational, I guess. PL 162.2. Next pass IS, next decent pass ISS. 12:23 this afternoon, almost directly overhead. I forgot to click on the Hazardous weather outlook for our area day one. Wintry mix of snow, sleet, possibly light freezing rain. Hey, it's winter. It's been happening for millions of years. Can't remember that one. Somewhere in the world, National Democracy Day in Nepal, National Flag Day in Turkmenistan, and Family Day, you hoser, in Saskatchewan only, in the Great White North of Canada.
K1FFK.
Forgot some. International Tug of War Day here in the USA. Iwo Jima Day. Let's see, 1919. Chocolate Mint Day, National Women's Heart Day. You rip it right out and stamp on it. Prevent Plagiarism Day. Let's rip off the internet. Next, No Bark meeting, February 28th at the usual place. You can find all this on the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club.org website. What's coming up? International DXCW. Happening now, I guess. If there's snow on Greylock, there's a couple of ski events looking for radio operators. One on February 28th and one on March 5th. You know, find more information on the No Bark website. You got northernberkshamtradeclub.org. Okay, and round one, additional stations for the Western Mass Traffic Net. This is N1QOV. Your call signs, please. Okay, short and sweet. Where are we here? We forgot the other thing. Okay, Ken, again, K1 Triple T's doing video. What's going on here? February 20th. South African Radio League Youth Day Sprint, 40-meter phone, Russian PSK Worldwide Contest. PSK, Feldheld digital thing. AM, amplitude modulation, QSO party, 160, 80, 40, and 20. CQC winter QSO party, CW, 80, 40, 20. Run for the bacon, CW, another CW. QRP Fox Hunt, CW, 40 meters. Something or other on sideband. Then it goes to the week. Solar Flux currently at 95 on the Flux. A 29, that's been up there. A is 29, K is 3, count is down 2, Tango Oscar. 35 on the count. Flea market's coming up 27 February in Burlington, Vermont. Also 27 February, Augusta, Maine. 28 February, Hicksville, New York. And our favorite, March 5th. Mount Tom, Chicopee at the Moose Lodge. 0830 hours, 8:30 a.m. Anti-meridian, that means before noon, not amplitude module. Anyway, a little bit of a VHF, UHF opening, and we're north central Connecticut, western Massachusetts, southern Vermont, New Hampshire, eastern New York, moving up in through Canada, up into the Maritimes. Anyway, okay, end of announcements. Additional check-ins for the Western Mass Traffic Net.
Kilo Charlie 1, Echo Zulu Victor. This is Dick in southwestern New Hampshire. Commercial power. Sunny day here in New Hampshire. Good morning, Obi. Good morning, all.
Okay. Again, police station, I wasn't really ready, and I should know the call and the name, but once again, please.
Sure thing. This is Kilo Charlie 1,
Echo Zulu Victor. This is Dick, southwestern New Hampshire.
Okay, Dick. I'll get used to it sooner or later. Thanks for checking in. Kilo Charlie 1 Echo Zulu Victor. Commercial power. Additionals? And a good signal and all that. Audio and all that. Okay, where are we here? Anything for the net? Questions, comments, anything? Okay, we're going to hand it over to, as soon as I finish here, Paul and Don. But anyway, the next regularly scheduled traffic net will be this afternoon, or could be this afternoon at 1300 at 1 p.m. And with that, this closes cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. Dry mouth. I'd like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Greylock K1FFK 146.91 with a PL of 162.2. The time is now 10 hours and 18 minutes, 1018 hours. It's not 2359, 2400, or 0000, because inquiring minds want to know. Where was I here? I now return the repeater back to regular amateur use. Thank you to all the stations who checked in and those who stood by while this net was being conducted. This is November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, and 1 QOV now signing clear. 7-3, you can't do that on phone. The net is closed and over to Paul and Don. Hello.
This is Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie, and the mic test on the Yaesu 9300, I think it's 90, yeah. So Donald, how do I make this microphone sound like you when you talk on your radio?
N2VU, you got to ditch the briefs and go with boxers. That's a good start. Other than that, is there gain control on the Yaesu? The ICOMs, most of those models, I didn't look up the 7100 if it has. I think it has mic gain. But just to know if we're comparing apples to apples, the Yaesus typically are a little too generous without much discipline as far as deviating on V or U, especially if you get right into the microphone. So not to interrupt my own questions, but is there a mic gain on that Yaesu? Back to you.
No, there isn't, and not that I or anybody else has been able to find. The only way it's kind of interpretive mic gain is by using wide or narrow FM, and I have to go negative on the boxers because things would be hanging out.
All right. Okay, moving forward, as they would say. Well, the FM narrow, that would be half the deviation, so that would make matters worse. If anything, be sure that you're not on FM narrow on this frequency, or any of the frequencies that you programmed in your radio that are going to be used on the amateur frequencies. Be sure of that, because your Yaesu sounds anemic compared to most. What I do like about some of them, and it depends on the operator's habits, how much they project, how much they get into their microphone. Typically, Yaesu they can sound nice and clear and pretty loud. But like I said, they're not, like most amateur radios, not very disciplined as far as having hard set limiting on the audio. There's no, that's why I was guessing the 706 Mark II, because that radio allows for some compression on FM, and if not maladjusted, can sound really great, almost sound commercial. So what I would suggest, I don't think you're on FM narrow, because I think I'd have to put up the volume even more. 2.5K deviation would really make you sound a lot lower than everybody else. Let me recycle.
Yeah, when you program this radio, the software gives you a parameter for each individual station or repeater set. And one of those parameters is wide or narrow. You can even go AM if you want with it, believe it or not. But I checked everything, and it's all wide FM. So that's not the problem either. I swap mics. I have two of these. And out of desperation, I'm thinking of doing a radio reset. You take a little paper clip, and just hit reset, and it erases its mind. And I have my setup, so I could redo it easy enough.
N2VU. I don't know if that would really make a change. I don't believe it would. Try some other microphones. Maybe one that's got lower impedance would make a difference. In fact, I'm pretty sure it would. Typically, a low impedance mic would seem a lot hotter compared to one that has higher impedance. So try that if you got one available that has the plug for your radio. Otherwise, even with the same common delivery that you would have with regards to how you project, I guess you'd have to code it that when you use the Yaesu, you'd have to get a little more intimate with the microphone, as where with the ICOM, it's not necessary.
Okay, I'm going to look on Obi's recording too afterwards and see what the difference is. I'm just wondering if it's been like this since day one and nobody's mentioned it.
Well, it's really possible. Some people just assume it's the way somebody sounds. They don't want to ruffle feathers, and they don't comment, even when there are times where people should. But whatever. I'm not going to accomplish anything going down that road. The audio here is certainly not as punchy as on the ICOM. So my suggestion so far, until you come across something else that improves on this, would be to get into that microphone more. You just really simply need more deviation. So without raising your voice or having to do anything else that would be extraneous, distracting, or whatever, just do that. But like I said, for a Yaesu, it's a little bit on the low side. Look at some other microphones, or look at the other mics that you have. See if you got one that's lower impedance, put a plug on it, and see how that works. I have a session in 6 minutes. I got to run. 7-3s for now. Good luck with this, and hopefully next time I hear you, I'll have to put a pillow over my speaker. That's it. N2VU out after you.
Thanks, N2VU, Donald, and I'll be clear myself. AV1TC, clear of the net and of the repeater.